Okay, so in my last video, right, we plugged in a function y equals x squared minus 9 over x minus 3, right? We looked at the graph, right? We learned about the windows and how to go back to standard mode, okay? And then we looked at how to evaluate different values of the function for different x values, right? So we evaluated y1 of 1.765, right? We evaluated y1 of 2.3 and so on and so forth, okay? Now, let's say I wanted to make a table of values like this, as you usually do when you're first learning calculus. So here we have these x values 2.9, 2.99, 2.999, and 2.9999. Okay. So I'm just going to put this all into a list. Okay. There's a button here that's called stat, which is usually used for statistics. So that's why it's called stat. So we'll click on that. And then the first option here under edit is edit. So we'll click on that. And this takes us to our lists. Now, let's say I had a bunch of garbage in here. Okay. Right. How do I clear out all this garbage? If we go up to the very top where the label L1 is, all right, we can just hit the clear button and then press enter. And there we have it. Now it's cleared off. Okay. Now let's put in these x values into list L1. These will be all my x values. So 2.9, press enter. 2.99, press enter. 2.999, press enter. 2.9999. Okay. All right, so those are some x values for us. And we want to evaluate the y values, which means we want to plug this into our function. Now remember that our function is saved in y1, okay, from the previous video. Okay. So here I'm going to go up to L2, right? So not this first entry over here, but all the way up to where it says the label L2. Okay. And you see it says L2 equals right over here. I'm going to go to my vars and then over to my y vars and then function and then y1. I'll type that in. And remember, y1 is a function. So we have to say what we're plugging in. And I want to plug in all of these x values, which are saved in L1. So I'm going to do an open parentheses, okay? And then now I want to type in L1 over there. Now you'll see that right above the 1 button, it says L1 over here in blue. So if I hit second and I hit the number 1, there it is. There's L1, right? I'll close the parentheses and I'll press enter. And then now these are the y values for each one of these x values, right? Okay. And so that's how we can evaluate a bunch of different x values, a bunch of different y values for a bunch of different x values. Okay. All right. And then that's it.